Um, Alex, so there's an interesting dynamic going on here. I've yet to talk to a Republican congressman or senator on Capitol Hill that's not worried about the unevenness, that's a polite way to say it, of these first 2 weeks. And yet, I'm looking, and I'm sure you've seen it too, there's very interesting developments in the polling. The polling goes anywhere from Quinnipiac at 36%, which is really an outlier. Every poll I've seen has it from 40 to 45%. But this is what's interesting. Those are the calls, or the voice polls. When you actually start doing the automated calls, which were more accurate this year, where people don't have to tell a live person that they support what Donald Trump is doing, that's more in the 44 to 49% range. So I'm not so sure, again, for those of us who think chaos reigns supreme right now, I'm still not so sure he's not sitting with an approval rating that Barack Obama would have liked for most of his presidency at about 47%.
I think that may be exactly right. This may be, this administration may be like the Atlanta Falcons last night, you know, who had 400 electoral votes, and there's no path to victory for the Patriots. I think it may be the same thing with this administration. Substantively, what Donald Trump is doing is well supported.
Right.
But the instability, the uncertainty of it all, which of course is what he was elected to bring to Washington, is also scaring folks. There's a difference between having a little 20-foot boat and turning the wheel sharply and having the 1,000-foot ship of state and yanking that right and left, and you upset quite a few folks that way. Donald Trump, I think, and many Republicans still believe and want to hang with him even during this tough start, because they think he can be a hugely successful president. And it's because the country was headed in the wrong direction. If he just stops Washington from doing half the stuff it was doing to help America, he'll succeed. If he strengthens America in the world, he'll succeed. But if the one man who can stop him is probably Donald Trump.
Yeah, and Alex, you know, the process inside of the White House is moving forward in a productive way. They're getting a system in place that actually looks like it'll be organized, but it's Donald Trump's own words. It's his own tweets. It's not the policies. The policies are remarkably popular in Michigan and Ohio and Wisconsin, in Pennsylvania, the states he has to win. But you look at this weekend. He tweets out attacks at a federal judge. And you just can't do that. Like, even a lowly congressman knows you can't do that. I knew that. Everybody in government, you can't do that. And then the Vladimir Putin statement, both of them so remarkably unnecessary, and they cover up what should have been a great ending to his week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, starting with the selection of his judge. He should have just coasted through the weekend on good news.
He should have, and I think as this administration goes forward and gets its feet on the ground, you will see, I think, more success, emphasis on success. Donald Trump likes to win. Donald Trump is a deal maker. He likes to see a successful conclusion of that. So, you know, if he had explained on Russia that China is the new Russia, that Russia is a weak power fueled by petrocurrency when oil is at, you know, $50 a barrel, that Russia is not building islands in the South China Seas to dominate trade routes, that Russia is not militarizing space. That's China. If he had explained that, you know, we need a new arrangement, and sometimes even with our adversaries, it would have been more successful.